Okay, today we have a new topic, lower triangular matrix. Let's see step by step in JavaScript JS. So first of all, what are we going to do is declaring a variable where I'm going to declare. So I want a row and column in an equal number. That's why I'm just including n is equal to 4. This is for initializing rows and column. Now next is for number. So here number I'm going to put 1, right? And then what I'm going to initialize, what I'm going to declare is here variable will be our, let's say, a matrix is equal to empty array. So why we have put on the empty array, later on we are going to have all the values our lower triangular array into this, inside this array, right? So due to that we are going to initialize the matrix is equal to empty array. Now we are going to simply go for a loop. So for here I'm simply going to write let I is equal to 0. In that scenario I is less than n, right? And then less than n means what? 4. So 4 is our row also, column also, right? So here plus plus. So what if you want a row of 4 and what if you want 3 row and 4 column? In that scenario you have to separate rows and column. Here rows is equal to 3, column is equal to 4, and in I what you are going to write is I is less than row and j is less than column. So this is how we are going to do it. Now after this we are simply going to write initializing our empty array, right? So here I'm initializing I is equal to an empty array. So whatever our value will come we are going to put inside this empty array. Now we are going for, this is for outer loop, so now it is for an inner loop of j, right? So here I'm going to declare a j is equal to 0 and then j is less than n. So what if I want a separate column? For that reason I am going to write row is equal to 3 and column is equal to 4. So here I am simply going to replace n with the column. So here j plus plus. What else we are going to do here is we are simply going to write the condition if our j is less than less than I. In that scenario what else we want? We want the number value I1 with the increment. It is going to increment. So this is how I am going to write. So here matrix I and matrix 0 is equal to our number plus plus, then increment it, right? Else what I want here is matrix I and j is equal to 0, right? So this is a condition where we are going to take out the lower triangular array. Now what are we going to do here is simply we are simply going to write here console.log, and then I want a matrix, right? Now let's check it out. We have done any mistake or okay, we got our 4 rows and 4 columns array matrix, as you can see here 0 0 1 0 0 2 3 0 0 4 5 6 0. So this is how we are going to take out our lower triangular matrix. Now let's see step by step how we have done, how we have did this one, right? Let's set up our breakpoint and then we simply go for run and debug, and after that we are simply going to see how we have achieved our lower triangular array matrix, right? Okay, let's see step by step. So here I have, okay, so here first of all we have here n is equal to 4, that is our what is that is our the row and column, and then number is equal to 1, and matrix is equal to what, empty array, and then for let is equal to I is equal to 0. So we are starting from 0, and it is going off up to from 4 n. So we have already initializing n, and then now let's see by clicking, okay, one step forward, our I is equal to 0. So we have already written matrix is I is equal to empty array. In that we are going to have our result. Now what are we going to do here is for let j is equal to 0. So here also same, it is for a low column, inner loop. So it is for a column, right? And then for column it is going to have 0 first of all, and then what is going to have, it is going for a condition where j is less than or equal to I, right? In that scenario what it is going to happen, so if matrix I and j, if our j is less than or equal to I, then please increment one number, otherwise the matrix I and j is equal to what, 0, right? So if our matrix I and j is equal to number, so what does this mean? So if our j is less than equal to the I value, then our matrix ij will be will be our 1, and incrementing each time, otherwise it's going to happen, or we're going to have a 0 value, right? So this is how we are going to do the lower triangle array, and then let's see step by step. Okay, as you can see the j is equal to 0, and now it is going to have, we have already, okay, 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 0? No, it is not. That's why it is going to have a value 0, right? In second column, as you can see, 1 means second column, and then now it is going to again for what, for j, because we have a 4 column, for that reason, so we are going to have a value for j is equal to 2, right? And then again it is going to check j is less than or equal to I, j is less than or equal to 0, 2 is less than or equal to 0, no, it is not. So it is going to go to the else conditions, which is our, it is going to print 0. Again it is going to go into the 0 a j loop, and then inner loop where column is going to pass for the third time, and then what we are going to have, again the same condition is applied, and then of course if condition does not meet the meet its condition, that's why it happens to come out of the loop, and for else it is going to print the 0. So now it is our last one. Okay, now what, it's time for I. Again I is going to change for a first row, I is equal to 1, so which is a second row technically, and then I is equal to 1. In that scenario, okay, again it is going to place inside the whatever we have here in a first row, what we have got, 1 0 3 0 and 1 number, right? So here we have all that array will be printing inside this empty array, for that reason. Now again for a second row it is going to print in this inside empty array, right? Now again j is going to happen, so it is going to start from again 0, right? So 0 is less than or equal to 1, yes, and then again j is equal to 1, so again 1 is less than or equal to 1, so yes it is. Again it is going to have, again what we are going to have is, again j is equal to 0, so now what we are going to technically have, j is equal to 2, and again it is going to check, and it does not meet the condition and go for a else condition, and again it is going to have a 4, and then it is going to check the condition, again it does not meet the condition. Again, now it's time to go to the second row, I mean third row, right? So here I is equal to 2 and matrix, and again whatever our third row will be printing inside this array, and then again go for a inner loop which is for a column, and it is going to check from a starting from 0, from 0 to 4, right? So yeah, it is going to check, okay, first of all 0, it made the condition, then it print again j is equal to 1, again it made the condition, it print into the number, again it made the condition, it print the number. Now in the what time, okay, so j is equal to 3, so what 3 is less than or equal to 2, no, so it will go to the else condition, and then it print the 0, right? So this is our last now it is going to go for a again for a row which is our 0 1 2 3, now 3 for uh, first second third times here, and then I is equal to 0, sorry, j is equal to 0. In that scenario, what it is going to happen here is it is going to check the condition and it's true, again it's going to go for j is equal to 1, again the condition is true, again j is equal to 1, sorry, j is equal to 2, and it is going to meet our condition, right? Again 3, it is going to meet our condition, again 4, it does not meet our condition, and okay, now it's time for what? So it's time for our last row. Oh sorry, not a last row, that's my mistake. So this is it, and it is going to print the matrix. So this is how we do our array, right? So how we are going to have our result is 1 0 0. First of all, it is not going to satisfy the j will be much more greater than I, then so all zero number will be there again. So each time the condition is satisfied in this if condition, then it is going to increment by 1, because we have written here number is equal to 1, that's why we have initializing that. So every time this is like it works like I plus plus, so here every time the number increment, it is going to increase it is going to increase the number. So number one time we have here 1, right? Now again for the next time, if the condition is true, if condition is true, then it is going to increment 1 time, again true 1 time, 1 time 2 3 here. So as you can see, our last will be 7 8 9 10, so it increment up to this time. So here as you can see, this is a step-by-step process for a lower triangular array, and